I must be a savage because by no means at all would I be crying at anybody going home, especially when $100,000 is on the line. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks. Let's talk Love Island Games Season 1, Episode 9. I'm gonna try to be high energy, y'all, but I had a hell of a night. So we're going to try to be high energy, but let's see. Give me some grace. Give me some grace this time. All right. If you're brand new to the channel or a returning viewer that is not yet subscribed, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Y'all see what y'all see what the lampshade is saying. Subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, and leave some comments down below. So, we know that where we last left off, all the couples did that game. Like, I know you know me, we know we. Mama say, Mama sa, Mama kusa, right? So it's now time for everybody to go vote. So while they're voting, Megan is politicking to Kira, trying to plead her case, saying that, I just asked him, it was just a flirt. No, you meant that. And the fact that you're trying to play in this woman's face, Megan gone somewhere. Just be real about it. Yes, you want a kiss. Because Megan is saying all this stuff about how it's just a game and she's flirting and she's playing the game right. You're saying that in confessionals, not necessarily to Kira's face. So Kira asked if she tried to kiss him. Megan to say, "Well, I didn't lunge forward." You don't have to necessarily lunge forward to want to kiss somebody. Megan said that she just kind of left the conversation open. So Kira wishes that Megan would have just communicated wanting to explore with her. If you want to go out and spread it wide and talk to some of the other people, that's cool, but just let me know. I think the real issue is with a lot of these couples in here. Nobody's closed off, right? Nobody's closed off officially. Nobody is closed off. But nobody is wanting to let their partner be open. It's a very weird dynamic that's going on where it's kind of like, even though I'm open, even though we're open, I still want you to tell me if you want to go. You know what I mean? It's very odd, very odd. So we find out that the power couple is Imani and Ray again. Y'all. But you know what's funny? When we were watching everybody vote and put their coins in, something told me that Imani and Ray were going to be the power couple again because everybody was very focused on Callum and Liberty. Let's get them out the way. People were more focused on who we should, make sure goes home instead of who we should probably keep from being the power couple. The fact that Imani has been the power couple during every single challenge, girl, you in danger, girl. You in danger, girl. So second place is Justine and Jack. Third is Georgia and Toby. Fourth is Cely and Eal. Fifth is Kira and Megan. I said, how? How? That just goes to show you people either don't like Jessica or they know that Johnny is just a huge threat. So the two vulnerable couples are Jessica and Johnny, and then Liberty and Callum. Liberty and Callum had 322 coins. I said, 322, y'all. Immediately, as usual, Jessica's fuming because she didn't expect to be vulnerable. I don't know what type of the game Jessica has effed up, but it is so jarring. It is so annoying. It is draining for her to constantly, and I mean constantly, feel as if she should never be vulnerable. She should never be voted out. She should never be at the bottom. She should never be this, that, and the other. What friends do you have in this, I almost said villa, on this island? What friends do you have that are going to solidify and want to keep you there? You got Liberty, but you fuck over her every chance you get. So, like, what do you expect? Honestly. So Ray gets a text. Him and Imani win a night in the Hideaway. I'm gonna tell y'all now, I don't think Ray really likes Imani. I think Ray is infatuated with her. We don't see them kiss. We don't see them hug. We didn't see no We didn't see no mattress shaking. We didn't even see them open the door in the hideaway to pull out the fuzzy shit that they have up in there. So I don't think he really likes her for real, for real. I will never get over. I will never understand why they clap as these people do this whole stroll to the hideaway. But okay. So while they're in there, they get a text that they can save a couple and make a different couple vulnerable. I said, wow. So Imani wanted to save Liberty and Callum. Ray wanted to save Johnny and Jess. He said because they have had their back. And I beg to differ. When y'all did the challenge, when y'all was climbing the mountain, um, Ray, you were helping Jess. Johnny was not helping Imani. Think about that. Go back if you need to. Ray was yelling and screaming, trying to help her find what little key, what puzzle piece to get. Johnny stood there and just silently clapped while Imani was looking. So when exactly has he had your back? We trying to go off the black connection? If so, that's fine, but we haven't seen him actually have your back. So they end up saving Johnny and Jessica, and they put in Toby and Georgia. I said, well, I feel like that's the best couple to put in, to be real. So Toby and Georgia, the next morning, I was just tickled at the way that they were like, who the thunk? We're safe, you know? We're just, la di da di da, we're super safe. So Georgia tells Toby that Cely is upset about being called fake or acting fake in a relationship. So right before this scene, the ladies are all talking. Sick of Cely crying too, but Cely was crying and upset, saying how it's not fair that Toby thinks that she wasn't being genuine. And I guess my whole thing is, Cely, are you really trying to be with Toby? Like, are you really trying to make something shake with him? If not, girl, does it matter? Does it matter? Is it really going to affect your world, your life, your livelihood if a couple people that watch the show that are going to forget about you after the show goes off and go back to living their own lives? Is it really the end of the world that man said, I think she was faking it with me the whole time? Y'all have known each other and been together for 6 days. Y'all were never even closed off. Never, ever, 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 ever even closed off. So I just don't understand. I am confusion. Somebody please explain it to me. Ridiculous. So Georgia is standing back there, and I like that Cely stood her shit, and she saw Georgia standing behind her. She didn't flip up. She didn't stop talking or anything like that. So Georgia said that she feels bad because she's the one that brought it up. You don't feel bad, Georgia. You were calling that lady Kelly. You brought that up on purpose to sow discord between the two of them so you can get this racially ambiguous man. And you ain't fooling me. Toby feels like Georgia matches his energy in a way that Cely does because Georgia is all up on your dick. That's what it is. Georgia is all up on your sack, and you like the fact that Georgia is all up on you, and the fact that Cely is not. That's the difference. So Cely and Toby talk. Cely is crying again. And I said, my God, girl, get it together, sis. So she's crying, feels disappointed and disrespected. Toby said he didn't understand how they went from being together to radio silence. Ask yourself, Toby, because to my understanding, from what I have seen on the show, it's not like we've exactly seen you trying to talk to her either. Every time the two of y'all have talked since the recoupling, it has really been Cely like telling you, hey, we can talk. Hey, how you doing? And you having a little attitude of being pissy with her. I don't know what the girls are doing over where you're from, but the fact that you think that Cely, this Californian woman, was gonna be all up on your dick like that, going somewhere with the bullshit. This is ridiculous. This conversation was so silly. It's silly. It's not that you think that Cely wasn't genuine. It's that you think that you're upset that she wasn't chasing after you the way that some of the other women are chasing after some of the other men in there. But you weren't putting out the pressure with her either. So what are we really talking about at this point? What are we talking about? Cely then points out that whenever they were talking and Georgia walked in, he would stop talking to her, which is facts. Cely doesn't understand why he's putting all the blame on her, which is facts as well. It's very much giving you did this, you did this, you did this. Tell me, Toby, what are you doing that's so fantastic, so out of the box that will make anybody, let alone Cely, think that you are into this woman? Gone somewhere with that ugly stocking cap. Sick of Toby. Sick of Toby. Got my pressure all up. I just got out the hospital. Got my pressure all up. So then we get to the duel, okay? So we know we got to duke it out. Everybody's all lined up. We're ready, okay? We're ready. Mara asks Ray and Armani, how was your night? I said, Mara, you messy bitch. Because you know she's about to ask about that text. Mara asked, how was the night in the Hideaway? They were like, it's cool. She said, oh, did y'all get a text? I said, ooh, child. Ray was saying, I guess. Armani said, yes, we did get a text. Armani said, I ain't scared of nobody. So they have to announce that they were able to save a couple and replace them with a different couple. Armani said, we saved Johnny and Jess. We're replacing them with Toby and Georgia. Cely immediately eyes red. I said, girl. Girl. So this is how it went. The first round, they both put up a good fight. Callum and Liberty won. The second round, Toby was this close. I need a visual. Okay. This is the bell, right? Toby's hand was, yeah, yeah. And it was given that. Have y'all seen that meme or that video where it's $1 and it's somebody reaching? Gotta be quicker than that. Gotta be quicker than that. It was giving me that. Georgia is absolutely, totally, frutally no help. She is no help. She's no help whatsoever. None. So, and Liberty is a sturdy girl. That's a solid woman. So her along with Callum, of course, we're going to be, able to cover more ground. So Toby swiping, missed the bell. Callum and Liberty are able to go swipe it. Round 3. We're fighting to the death. Callum and Liberty are starting to lose, right? Toby and Georgia are starting to win. Toby slips. Georgia rolls over him. I said, look at this shit here. Georgia rolls over him. No footing. No, she gonna get no lower body strength whatsoever. So Callum and Liberty are able to get over there. Liberty put herself up by the rope, or she touched the rope, rang the bell, DQ'd. I said, girl. And you can tell Callum was mad at her. And it's like, no, don't be mad at Liberty, because Liberty's actually doing something. Toby should be mad at Georgia. Round 4, they dog walked them. Callum and Liberty dog walked Toby and Georgia. It was to the point of, why did we even do this round? So they end up blowing them out 4-0, 3-0, because that one didn't count. You look over and everybody starts crying. Cely immediately waterworks. She's crying. I am sick of Ray crying. And I'm gonna say this. It's not because I think he's a man and men have to be strong. And I don't subscribe to that bullshit. So don't put it in the comments. But there is something to be said that every single time Ray has to send somebody home, he is crying. This is a game, nigga. Tighten up. Tighten up. What are you crying for? This isn't Squid Games. These people are not getting ready to go outside and be assassinated. That's not what this is. It's okay. You'll see them. Isn't Love Island All Stars getting ready to start in a couple months? You will see these people again. I am so sick of Ray crying every time a man goes home. You will find another bromance up in there. So now Imani's crying. We regret it. Too bad. Too black bad. Y'all put these people in because y'all are trying to win this $100,000. Personally, I wouldn't have saved a damn. Personally, I would have saved Callum and Liberty. And I would have had I wouldn't have saved anybody. I think you got to get Johnny up out of here. because he's a strong competitor, and I just want to see Jess anymore. I don't know, y'all. Nonetheless, somebody had to go home. What are we crying for? I'm so over it. So Cely pulls Toby, and she is still trying to plead her case because now, sis, you look guilty. Were you faking it or were you genuine? Because I feel like the way that you're going on and on and on about this, like for real, it's not the end of the world. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. I know it's late, but like I said, I had a night, ended up in the ER, ended up in the hospital, but now we're back and we should be smooth sailing from here. Let me know what you guys thought about it down below. If you have not already, don't forget, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.